Hello Pokemon Go trainers, it's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video, and we got a very successful team for me in Ultra League. I am gonna go 16-8, so I played 24 battles with this team, and Armored Mewtwo is fantastic. Now I could definitely trade to get a better IV1, although Armored Mewtwo is very rare. Shadow Ampharos destroys the Umbreon, which is a sight to behold. The Kaboom. There will be another Kaboom, more Kabooms later to go, so you will not miss out on that. And we have Talonflame to come into. Now, Flame Charge is definitely going to be a bit of a problem, but or maybe too very tanky. And then we also have our Fancy Pants, shiny Costume Drifblim, which is a pretty nice Pokemon. I do end up taking that fly, and it was a bad choice. I mean, Talonflame was just able to just rev up, and it just put in too much work against me. So this team, I mean, Shadow Ampharos, one of the best. I have gone for the Nuke moveset. I think you almost always want Brutal Swing on Ampharos. It's just too good of a move in the meta with all the ghost types. And especially with this team, I mean, you want some help to get rid of the ghost types. You do have a ghost in the back, but alignment, if you don't have if you don't have your Drifblim and you see Cresselia, you may just be game over. It is nice to have two options to take care of Cresselia, and Drifblim is amazing. And you definitely do want to get used out of this thing. But the star of the show is Armored Mewtwo. I made it so tanky. It's only got Confusion. Side Strike would be a lot of fun. And here, that prime target. We go kaboom! Over half health, which Mewtwo is not the attacker. This is not the attacking Mewtwo. This is the Armored Mewtwo. We are super tanky. We hang on 1 HP and a dream. 1 HP and a dream to take out Poliwrath, one of the most annoying things in Ultra League. And it's also lovely against Annihilate, which Annihilate can do big damage with Shadow Ball and Night Slash. Skeleturge, you're able to reach the first move. They will have a move after, so shielding up, but you should be able to get to... You'll get to the next moves first. They do make a nice catch onto the Goodra. I mean, if they have Draco Meteor, cool. It's not common to see Draco Meteor on Goodra. I've run it because I respect the art of the Kaboom, the nukes, because that is what I enjoy, truly, and I think you guys enjoy seeing the one-shots from nuke moves. But it had Power Whip, and I mean, it's almost always going to have Thunder Punch for just being ideal. Cresselia. So I actually did play one battle with Greninja in the back, and I was like, instead of Drifblim, and I was like, I need a ghost. Because I saw Cresselia and was like, no way, I am going to not have... No way I'm only going to have charge attacks to deal with Cresselia. No way. Especially when Ampharos is in the lead. I mean, Greninja can do nice, but also you got to be careful of the Grass Knots, which I guess, yeah, plenty of other things that are not weak to Grass Knot, other darker ghost types that you can use. But I definitely wanted to have some fun with Drifblim, and it was amazing. Now, my opponent gets an attack boost on the Greninja, which is bad. Very bad, and I mean, I should have thrown energy with Ampharos. Could have been able to have plenty of health. For Togekiss, I threw the battle. I did throw the battle, kind of, by not being smart. But played better than me, so we have a nice neutral lead. it's a little tricky because Nature's Madness is a pretty heavy-hitting move, and with the defense drops, but, like, I don't want to take damage, too much damage. I end up shielding. I am going, nope, no shielding, actually. Volt Switch would have taken me out, so I swap into Armored Mewtwo. I will get debuffed, which is, I mean, it's not the worst Pokemon to get debuffed on. I can take that damage quite well. We find a Dragon Breath Giratina altered. Okay, not too bad. And I mean, if you get up against ground types in the lead, which, I mean, you have two nice safe swaps. You have a Dynamic Punch, Charge Attack Pokemon that is super tanky. And there's not too many ground types you'll see, but Drifloon can definitely handle them. We find a Poliwrath, which is lovely. Shadow Ball does a lot of damage, which we could have landed. We make a brilliant catch. We don't want to start shielding up yet. We're just going to go full send on the Shadow Ball. Can we grab the KO? We do. And Giratina is just not going to be able to cope. Even with the Shadow Claw, I don't think it would get to enough charge attacks in time. Yeah. Just able to save the shields for that battle, which is nice. Drifloon, definitely fantastic Pokemon. There's also Shadow, which stay tuned to see if I ever make a Shadow Drifloon for Ultra League. Maybe someday, probably will. We have a mirror match, Shadow Ampharos. I mean, it's crucial. If you're going to want any Pokemon for Ultra League, Shadow Ampharos, one of the must-have Shadows. It's got such a big variety of movesets. Also got Trailblaze. I mean, if you can get Trailblaze up against a water type and boost up your Volt Switch and the damage you could do to a ground type if they bring in a ground type, and if you're boosted already, that's even better. But it's nice. As I am, well, I won the Charge Attack priority in the mirror match, which was really nice, but they were able to just shield up and farm me down, which gave them a momentum. The power of the mirror match, having the better IVs if you're able to win a one shield scenario with your just better bulk, definitely changes battle. And I did not want to double shield. In the lead. I had no idea what was in the back. And honestly, I should have pivoted. Had I shielded and then pivoted, like, caught the Brutal Swing, which would have, I mean, Shadow Ampharos just really good into my team. And Charm Primarina is very difficult. Now this battle is exciting. I do try and make a catch, but I was locked in Volt Switch. They bring in Shadow Sceptile. Focus Splash goes kaboom! One-shotting the Shadow Sceptile. Getting absolutely nuked. Get out of here. Don't disrespect the Ampharos. We shield up a Blast Burn. We get the confusion down onto Shadow Typhlosion. They are getting cooked right now. I mean, you can just throw Side Strike ASAP. It's 2 even turn fast attacks in terms of turns. And I should have brought in Drifloon sooner. Shield was already down. This battle is going to get too close. A crunch debuff, they would have won. But thankfully, Shadow Ball is good enough damage. And IVs, any worse. I mean, it's not that, yeah. Any worse IVs would have been toast. We both swap at the same time with the Tentacle lead, which is a beautiful lead for me. They try to catch a Brutal Swing, which would have been massive. Or maybe Thunder Punch. Yeah, probably Thunder Punch. But here we have a golden alignment. And we have a core breaker for my opponent's team with them bringing Tentacle in. Now, maybe one day we'll get shiny Armored Mewtwo returning. Honestly, I could see Niantic bringing it out with after Mega Mewtwo release, because, oh my gosh, people are, the hardcore raiders, I mean, like, Niantic at some point will just struggle to get people to rail, to do insane amounts of raids from the people that already have done all the raids for Mewtwo. But Armored Mewtwo, that's something you're going to want to hunt for. Shundo Mewtwo, maybe. Now, this team, I actually really like this team. Porygon 2, I've been definitely wanting to use it in Ultra at some point. I mean, it's family, it's cool. I really like the Porygons. So, Poliwrath, a nice safe swap if that was a choice. But they also are going to have Tentacool, which double weak backline to Armored Mewtwo. The confusion is putting in work, and I have 2 shields, 2-0 for compared to my opponent. The Icy Wind, Ice Swap. I should have thrown the move. I definitely should have thrown the move on Ampharos. That was my misplay. I thought I could have done the damage, which would have just been insane. But not until now I had not found out about the third Pokemon, which that could have been bad. They do get my shield with the Acid Spray. That's really good play. But that means it's Scald, almost surely. I think I did wait a turn to make sure to land the Shadow Ball on no catch. And I just had a hope. I just kind of hoped that I could land the next Shadow Ball. And I have the shield. Just going to be able to get to an Icy Wind first. Beautiful lead into Greninja. We find a fellow Armored Mewtwo. Definitely should have... Well, this is a rare mirror match. Rare mirror match. Really cool, though. But you're going to see the damage that we're going to be doing each other. And it seems like the IVs are not as good, not as bulky. Mirror matches is truly where IVs matter some of the most. And it can definitely be the difference. But, of course, I mean, with a rare Pokemon like Armored Mewtwo with a low chance of returning anytime soon, it's understandable to just settle with what you have. I do end up shielding just so I can have this energy. We do find Greninja return. They're going to bring it in. They don't want Shadow Ampharos to just easy come in and have my opponent having the third Pokemon guaranteed to go up against Ampharos. No, I am able to go for a Brutal Swing before they have a charge attack. And I'm just going to make the catch of that Disarming Voice. No, it is Shadow Ball. Nice read. But Incinerate is not enough damage. They're going to go for the CMP time, win it. But they cannot get back 3 moves in a row. Had they thrown I don't think they could have won that. But now we have a Shadow Dragonite. Shadow Dragonite, it's crashed a lot in its Ultra League ranking on PvPoke, but it's still really good. I have a video on it. It should be live on the channel. My opponent makes a attempted Icy Wind catch. I still end up throwing the Icy Wind. I'm going to go for another double debuff. This is a tricky matchup. I mean, the damage from Shadow Dragonite is so good. I end up shielding a Hydro Cannon after I've debuffed them twice. But I knew they had back-to-back moves. I may have been able to tank it, but I really needed to hold on to a shield. I definitely forgot and just respected the damage even with double debuffs. But I should have swapped to catch that Dragon Claw. I would have taken another Dragon. This would have been the second Dragon Claw to take. There's a Muck. And so much energy, but I needed a shield. Honestly, just having a shield on for Mewtwo would have been the difference. Misplayed, not holding onto a shield. It's very important. They say swap Annihilate, and here Annihilate is gonna be the one getting annihilated. They do grab my shield with the Night Slash, which is annoying. That is only a Night Slash. But they... Oh, no, it is Shadow Ball. Okay, I miscounted in the review. But unfortunately, Incinerate is going to be enough to grab the KO. But a Shield piece, I have some leftover energy to reach his next move. They're not going to use the last shield, which is actually lovely. I respect the potential Shadow Ball. They do bring in for Alligator. That was a bad play, just not swapping. Like I knew, yeah. I just left that after that. I was not gonna win with a shield up from my opponent. I mean, yeah, Shadow Claw generates energy so fast for Hydro Cannon. Now, if I was on the second turn of trying to get to a Brutal Swing, well, I made the mistake of throwing 12 turns of fast attack when my opponent could get to a charge attack in 10. One extra turn accounted for the swap, and that was bad. But here we have Giratina to deal with. Gonna be able to debuff and do damage, grab the KO, we do, shield a piece. They are down to Pokemon, we are up one. But let me know if you're enjoying the video and if you are enjoying the Armored Mewtwo and enjoy the analysis. Trying to be a bit more technical, it's just fun trying to explain the technical side of these battles, the thought process, which I do, but it's fun. And here, I made the mistake of shielding up the first move. I did respect the bravery of a Shadow Ball straight off, but that did end up costing me because the damage I would have taken from Disarming Voice would not have been too much. They may have still won, but yeah. But that was bad. Save swap into Annihilate with Drifloon. They're gonna just Night Slash and dip, which is smart. And this is you'll have seen the fast move on Drifloon, but I think it's the right move. But it's a 3-turn fast move. I think Astonish. Able to grab a shield off of Alligator. I will take the shield advantage. And I'm going to throw the move. I'm going to throw the move into Shiny for Alligator. Shield up by me. Going to start shielding. No shield on the Night Slash. Now, sometimes you may want to just no shield the first Night Slash if you're expecting multiple. They got that boost. If they got the boost on the first one and I no shielded it, it would have been wise to no shield the first one because a boost to Night Slash is a lot. And Venusaur got absolutely wrecked. We actually both swap at the same time. They have Muck. I'm going to go for the debuff straight away. I think they get a free fast move. But getting the debuff, protecting my Drifloon, still getting absolutely destroyed. I just want to get this damage and debuffs. I'll gladly take getting taken out by a charge attack and having some energy gained onto my Alolan Muck. Definitely massive. Dog Pulse double debuff. Still a sizable amount of damage with being a shadow. Now, I would have loved to have a Pokemon to nuke with the Focus Blast. And this is a tricky matchup. I would have really loved to stay in. This is going to be tricky dealing with Cresselia, but at this point it was like, I'm doing really nice for the team. Bound to happen. Bound to see Cresselia's. They Moonblast, and I think they get the debuff. Maybe the next one is the one with the debuff. Attack Drop. And they do, but I end up swapping. They do swap at the same time. Well, right after. Brutal Swing grabs a shield. They can get the counter down. And yeah, Annihilate just... Had I stayed in, I would have been able to have Drifloon for the back line. Staying in definitely would have been much cleaner battle. We scare off Lapras. Really cool to see Lapras. I love Lapras as a Pokemon. It's so nice. It's awesome. But we have back-to-back moves, and we're just going to leave with some energy because Focus Blast potential onto Lapras is nice. They do Brave Bird me with the Talonflame. Nice, nice. It's not enough for KO. Do they respect the Dynamic Punch? They take it on the chin as a very tanky Lapras. We find a Venusaur. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Brutal Swing is massive damage into the cloned Venusaur. A vintage Kanto Tour cloned Venusaur, one of the rarest things. Actually released at the same time as Armored Mewtwo, if I recall correctly. Now I'm going to no shield because I can take the damage. Wait, no, it's different battle. But I just end up farming down, and I have Shadow Ball for the Lapras. There's another very exciting match with going up against the Venusaur later on in the video. Stay tuned. Plenty of more awesome battles. Galarian Zapdos on the ropes. We find a Cresselia, and this time we line our Drifloon into this Cresselia. We shield Moonblast. We're going to go for the debuff. Yeah. I mean, they're tanky. They take the damage well, but that's pretty sizable. And we can just save our health. They do get an attack drop. Gonna let them launch another move before getting capped on energy. I guess I went for efficiency, just in case they did end up shielding, but being debuffed, they did not want to. We find a Shadow Alolan Muck, which being able to debuff is massive. And they let us get another Icy Wind. They just want the full farm down. Are they going to swap to get rid of that debuff? They end up shielding. Beautiful. Double debuff, Shadow Muck. Things you love to see. We do find the return of Zapdos, which... yeah, I mean, yes, Confusion is nuking this bird. They Brave Bird and then get 2-shot from their remainder health. We do go straight for the Dynamic Punch because they could easily throw a fast move and then take us out. Acid Spray. They went for the bait. Are they going to Acid Spray me? They do. Oh no. I have Brutal Swing. Is this enough? It is. Shadow on shadow damage. No attack debuffs. Let's go. Honestly, even an attack 1 stage, maybe 2 stage would have been enough still. Poliwrath on the lead. Definitely would love to have either of the backline. I mean, I guess this whole team is actually pretty nice into them. They debuff me. Focus Blast. We are gonna go kaboom! Almost one-shotting the Shadow Typhlosion. Not letting it get to a single charge attack. Not even the Thunder Punch after 2 incinerates. They did not respect the damage. The potential Focus Blast. They have forgotten. They don't respect it. And here, with the last Pokemon being Tapu Fini, they're on the last Pokemon. The beauty of Drifloon being able to permanently attack drop with Icy Wind. And I mean, you can go with any Icy Wind user, but also plenty of other Pokemon. I don't want to shield up the Drifloon. I do have some nice residual energy onto Mewtwo, which is very tanky. It can take a charge attack. But they do full send the Nature's Madness. I don't think that would have been enough, but I just wanted to take the win because I was just about to get to back-to-back moves, and it's enough for taking out Shiny Tapu Fini. Awesome flex. Very cool. Now we have another Skeletors lead. Nice lead. Now, they do end up getting 3 free turns of energy, but being able to get the damage, that's massive. Being able to control the playing field. I do shield. We find Feraligatr. I played correctly this time. Not going down to 0 shields to not waste the energy. Reduce those straight away because I think they're going to get to the next Hydro Cannon soon. They do have it now, at least. Maybe a bit more. I should have thrown Charge Attack. I definitely fumbled. But I do throw this one. Am I going to be able to throw the next? Okay, I grabbed the KO. There, they'll happily take the shield advantage, which can be... Okay, it's this battle. So, I have 2 Brutal Swings. Good damage onto Shiny Venusaur. I pivot into Drifloon. I definitely should have chucked the next Brutal Swing. But they do make a real key catch. Actually, I think they had a move, yeah. So I think it was still good to catch. But I definitely should have closed out with Drifloon, because I need this Brutal Swing. But maybe I could have gotten another Volt Switch in before throwing. Maybe I would have been able to get another Volt Switch in and win Charge Attack priority. Unfortunate. Just good enough IV Shiny Venusaur. We got another mirror match. This time my opponent has the higher attack, which... Good to know. Gonna no-shield the first move. They also no-shield the first move. Okay. We got the shield apiece. They are gonna definitely shield. They don't want to lose alignment. And I'm going to make a catch, which still is going to be a sizable chunk of damage onto my Mewtwo. We find Escaladurge. Okay. Not good. Not good. The Shadow Ball. A Volt Switch and Brutal Swing. We get the Volt Switch KO. Let's go. We have a blind Brutal Swing to throw. Some vital chip damage. This is going to be tricky, though. Are they going to go for Icy Wind? It's going to be super effective. They go for the Scald. No attack drop. Can I hang on? Brutal Swing is not enough. I full send the Shadow Ball. They are going to go kaboom. Icy Wind bait, no shield. That may have been their only win condition. I think they then would have been able to win. But now we have a incredible Pokemon in Ultra. Fantastic and pretty fantastic in Great League also. But gotta watch out for counter users with Shadow Alone and Sandslash. They're gonna be outpacing to at least the first charge attack, but we throw at the same time. I then bring in Armored Mewtwo. And they do have a water type. They probably have another water type because fire and counter. Maybe Primarina. Honestly, double water fairy in the back. Makes sense. But maybe Poliwrath just as a better, more meta pick. But you will see what the third Pokemon is. Here, maybe not. We find a Poliwrath. I predicted meta Poliwrath. And now, it would have been very nice to have a very healthy, well, at least a bit of a healthier Armored Mewtwo for Poliwrath. But Shadow Ball, kabooms, they are running out of HP. We still have 3 Pokemon. We are going to no-shield the Icy Wind. It's not enough for the KO. We don't lose a single Pokemon. And we take the win with Armored Mewtwo, Drifloon, and Shadow Ampharos. Beautiful. Giratina save swap with a Greninja in the lead. They do get 2 moves first. I do want to shield and save the Ampharos, but I did want a Brutal Swing damage so I could have a soften up Giratina for Drifloon. I do want to grab the debuff. Shadow Claw is definitely annoying on Giratina going up against, especially with the Ghost. I do force the energy out. I do not want to go down to 0 shield, so returning of Shadow Ampharos, no threat of getting hit by a move, and here, the Focus Blast resisted, but kaboom, over half health. Shadow Ampharos damage, we have another resistant move. Brutal Swing gets them down to red. They can only throw a single move, which... We got a shield. They do get the Moonblast and attack drop, but they then concede. Next battle, did not get the full recording, but here we are with the Shadow Ampharos into Cresselia. You've seen lots of fall battles. Sped up. Grass Knot is going to do some nice damage into us, but Brutal Swing grabs a KO. Annihilate you are about to meet your doom, but maybe an undercharge. Maybe that was the max damage, but either way, if that was an undercharge, beautiful by them. Even Shadow Ball, not enough for KO. Still over half health in one attack, but a nice closed out battle. And 2,220 ELO. This is going to be the last battle of a 5-0 set. Spoiler, I win this, but we have Alligator in the lead. We have some lag in our favor. They definitely, oh yeah. Unfortunate for my opponent, but they actually did continue. Without the lag, they may have been able to do better, but we are going to go Focus Blast Ham. And we kaboom the Ampharos. We're going to pivot into Talonflame. Definitely should have pivoted into Drifblim. But even with the lag and losing the energy out on Feraligatr, there's still hope for them. They incinerate my Mewtwo down, and they incinerate down my Ampharos, which was just bad play by me. I should have stalled out the timer. But I am able to get the fast move farm down on with Drifblim into the Talonflame and get a nice win. Unfortunate for my opponent. That's the state of the game. People lose and from freezing. But a 5-0 with this team. I have struggled with Fossil Cup and Ultra League, but this Armored Mewtwo team, one of the rarest Pokemon in the game. Hope you enjoyed the battles. Hit the like button if you did. Armored Mewtwo, amazing. I hope it returns someday with the shiny release. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.